He's lifting stuff, right, honey? Wait, excuse me.
Oh, look how cute this is.
Yes. Are you married?
You want to be?
I'll wait for you. If it takes forever, I will wait for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, we started this show on a lark, but we've been all over the place. We've been to Atlanta, we've been to Denver, to Honolulu, we've been to Pittsburgh. I mean, the show. We're heading to New York tonight.
Yeah, we're going tonight to New York to do a couple of shows
So
this week.
the show is really getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah, speaking of buzz, did you see Variety? No. Yeah, right here. There happens to be one right here at piano. This is the Bible of Hollywood, Variety. See what it says? Warner Brothers ankles tunes to Golden Gators.
What does that mean?
Well, come on, right here in Hollywood. Warner Brothers, the people who are paying our thing, ankles brings cartoon tunes, which you write, to Golden Gators, which is a lovely way of saying all these lovely people in San Francisco.
Well, then why don't they just say that?
Because, Randy, it is it's Hollywood. And as you know, no, wait a minute, that's called a song cue. Okay? Yeah. In Hollywood, they have a different language that they speak. It's used by all those folks who went to school for just 1 week. It's found inside Variety, a magazine they use. And no one understands it when they read the movie news. Like Hicks makes pick, but the flick needs fixed. Means someone made a movie that bombed. The peeps in charge are now at large. Mean everyone involved is gone. The plot conflicts, no beautiful chick, so it's coming out on video soon. They're taking their licks, the critics say Nick's, and the editors are gonna try to save it in the mix.
But the stock sees green on page 13 means Disney's up a nickel a share. So long cuts deal for major reel means Rocky 22, so beware.
If you want to do or you need to scoop on Hollywood Town this week, you're gonna have to learn to talk that Variety speak.
Well, Awful Smash makes Warner Cash means there's going to be a sequel next year.
But Paramount hurts and they lose their shirts means Schwarzenegger's doing King Lear.
And Jolie is working for free means the next one she's going to direct.
Her name packs punch, but the budget goes crunch, so they got the accountants and they're gonna do lunch.
Well, the ratings smile on the OJ trial means a movie of the week to premiere.
And Universal cuts deal with Mr. Spiel to do 100,000 movies a year.
You gotta play it smart if you want to be part of the crowd that's hip and chic. You're gonna have to learn to talk that Variety speak. Normal talk makes producers walk. You might as well speak Greek. You're gonna have to learn,
or the meeting will adjourn. Unless, my friend, you learn that Variety speak. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Animaniacs, first of all, we want to say thank you to SketchFest for having us here. We should say thank you to Warner Brothers Licensing and Sam Register.
Sam Register, Mr. Spielberg, all these wonderful people. Thank you, and thank you very much, Cole Stratton, for putting this dang thing together. You and Janet Varney, right, Cole?
That's back at home.
15 years ago or something when you were 11?
He doesn't look old enough.
That's crazy, but really, this is, I think, the third or fourth time we've been here, and it's such a pleasure. All of you, thank you so much.
Now, most of you know, Animaniacs was a show that was done back in the 1990s. It was produced by Steven Spielberg and Warner Animation, and it was did very well in the rating. It was a big hit, ran for 6 seasons, and it is true that Animaniacs, the cast and crew, walked off with dozens of Emmys. And if the Academy ever finds out, they're going to make us give them back.
Yeah. So if you see one on eBay, for God's sake, don't buy it. Although they do make lovely earrings. They might pull your lobes of it, but they are really lovely.
But
great
you have to ask yourself, I mean, Rob, you've done thousands of hours, so many shows. I've done so many shows, written shows, but something about Animaniacs hit the zeitgeist. Why are we here today? What was it about Animaniacs?
I think it had wonderful animation.
Yes.
Had it out, yes. I just can't stop. I'm sorry.
Yep,
show's over. Oh my! You have so got your hands full, Dan. Oh, you're you too. That's weird. Yeah, everything. I mean, the animation popped. It had great characters. It had really great scripts. It had some pretty decent music that was composed by 50% of the people you see on the stage before.
And it's sung by 50% of the other people that are on the
That's a
stage.
good thing to go
The funny thing about Animaniacs is we're allowed to do songs about everything.
Everything. I mean, we did politics.
We did songs on science and geography.
We did
literature. We did the bones, the body, and we did like things like science like cosmology.
Well, and not to be confused with cosmetology, although you don't love this good.
Oh yeah, I could do a song about cosmetology. I call it Manny Petty.
Manny Petty, yeah. I mean, we did songs about everything, from the tiniest grain of sand to the entire universe. Everybody lives on a street, or a city, or a village, or a town, for what it's worth. And they're all inside a country which is part of a continent that sits upon a planet known as Earth. And the Earth is a ball full of oceans and some mountains which is out there spinning silently in space. And living on that Earth are the plants and the animals and also the entire human race. It's a great big universe and we're all really puny with this tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney. It's big and black and inky and we are small and thinky. It's a big universe and we're not. And we're part of a vast interplanetary system stretching 700 billion miles long. With 9 planets and a sun, we think the Earth's the only one that is like on it, although we could be wrong. Across the interstellar voids are a billion asteroids, including meteors and Halley's Comet too. And there are over 50 moons floating out there like balloons in a panoramic trillion-mile view. And still it's all a speck amid 100 billion stars in the galaxy we call the Milky Way. It's 60,000 trillion miles from one end to the other, and still that's just a fraction of the way. But there's 100 billion galaxies that stretch across the sky, filled with constellations, planets, moons, and stars. And still the universe extends to a place that never ends, which is maybe just a silent jar. Oh, it's a great big universe, and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney. But we don't know how we got here. We all need a lot of it. It's a big universe.
That's hard to sing and sing with the music. Very good. Actually, I have to tell you, that was not the original song that I wrote.
Is that right?
Yeah, there were some
Well,
differences.
please explain to them.
Well, people, the whole idea was we were just starting small and keep backing up, getting bigger and bigger. And people said, well, why didn't you include the solar system? Well, the fact is I did write a verse about the solar system, but I had been traveling, I had been doing a show out of town, so Paul Rudd, another great writer on the show, had written a little ditty about the planets, which had the Uranus Gang.
What is that exactly?
Yeah, well, they're going to change the name of that planet now to get rid of that guy once and forever. They're going to call it Urectum.
Oh, good.
So now but anyway, so I'd like to play for you not only that, but there was also an original ending to this song. And we got a call from Business Affairs.
Yeah.
And they said, you are not doing that ending. And you said, oh, come on. They go, no, you're not doing that ending. And when you hear it, you'll understand why. So here is the lost verse to Yakko's universe you just saw with all the planets, and also with the ending that they cut and they would not let us do. So. And it's part of a vast interplanetary system with everyone revolving round the sun, with Mercury in between us, and after that comes Venus, and still the solar system just begun. Past the Earth on towards the stars, where we find the planet Mars, which is over 50 million miles away, and orbiting in pattern are Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, so we say all together, it's a great big universe, and everyone's a part of it, and no one knows just where the end started it. We all live here together, it's our home forever. It's a small world. There's no way we're not getting a phone call in the morning.
You don't want to mess with the mouse.
We actually pushed the envelope a lot with Animaniacs. So we got the censors, we got broadcast standards and practice. We got the studio upset with us, the network. In fact, one time we got the big boss.
Yeah, actually, in those days, the studio was run by two gentlemen. Hi, Corinne.
Hello, Mr.
The studio was run by two gentlemen, Bob Daly and Terry Summer. And the story goes, and I choose to believe it because it's great for our purposes. I'll be with you in a second. Are you still not married? The story goes, and it's the truth, because this picture is circulated on the internet. In September it's all true on the internet, right?
Yes. It must be true.
Exactly, it must be true. So in September of 1993, when the show premiered, somebody in licensing and marketing thought, what a great idea. We're going to take a giant inflatable yakko.
Like Macy's Days.
Yeah, like a Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade balloon.
And sit them on top of the water tower to make people drive by and go, what the heck is that? And they'll find out, and it's a great idea. But they didn't tell the studio head, Bob Daly. So the story goes that Mr. Daly went across the street for his usual Cobb salad and 6 martini chaser to the smokehouse, came back, did not know about this giant inflatable yakko sitting on the water tower, puts on his glasses, cleans them up, and thinks, man, life is good, it's good to be the king, looks out at the whole studio, sticks on the water tower, and he says, what the hell is Mickey Mouse doing on my water tower?
And Yakko he disappeared forever.
Yeah, if you find Jimmy Hoffa, you'll find Yakko. That's what I said. But to the untrained eye, maybe the 4 or 5 martini eye,
right.
Yakko in those days looked like Mickey Mouse, that's right down the street. So yeah, we got
to readjust the character design on it. But I will say, getting back to the song, on that Universe song, we did kind of consider after we'd written it that the message we'd sent to the kids was, you're in all this big universe, you're not insignificant, you're
welcome to the world, kid. You're useless.
Is that really the message we want to send to the kids? So we thought, why don't we do the same kind of song with all the different things around the world, and even though you're one little part of it, that you still belong, you still are meaningful. And so we did it. That's a little vaudeville.
There are 50,000 different kinds of animals, and there are 50,000 more than used to be. There's 100 million ants and 500 million plants, and a lot of fish down underneath the sea. There's got to be a couple million spiders, 150 billion butterflies and bees, and a bunch of different mammals like those elephants and camels, and approximately 50 billion trees. But there is only one of you that makes you special. You stand out among the other things, it's true. Well, now the universe is large, whoever is in charge made lots of things, but only one of you. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, 1,000 and a million and a billion or more. There are 1 trillion drops of water in the ocean, and 1 billion molecules of air. There are insects here in mass, 1 trillion blades of grass, 1,000 strands on every head of hair. A lot of little grains of dirt make up our planet, 1 billion atoms on the head of every pin, 1 million birds that all can fly, 1 trillion stars in the sky, and all the many different people there have been. But there is only one of you that makes you special. Yes, there is no one else exactly like you are, but you're unique and you're specific. You're kind of real terrific. There's no one else the same as the person you became. In fact, you're kind of weird, but I dig you just the same, because you're the only one of you there are.
Thank you.
First of all, we should give a little bit of thank you to you, because contrary to what you might think, Rob and I were not the only 2 people who work on Animaniacs.
No.
We had a fantastic writer. It was run by, well, of course, the producer, Mr. Spielberg.
Yep.
Tom Ruger was the producer of the show and the showrunner.
Thank you. Yes.
We had great writers like Paul Rudd, Sherry Stoner, John McCann, Deanna Oliver. We had Peter Hastings, Golden Pinky in the Brains. We had also a fantastic crew of artists and animators, and then we were lucky enough to have some of the best voice talent in all of Hollywood. We had Tress MacNeille, we had Jess Cornell, we had Frank Welker, and you know, Rob, you were pretty good too.
Why, thank you. Thank you, Randy.
Actually, Rob, for all of you who don't know, played the lead role of Yakko Warner.
Hello. Yes, thank you.
He was also Dr. scratchy. So where did you get that? Where did you get
I stole the voice from sketches from Peter Sellers because... Are you related to Peter Sellers? Because I loved Dr. Strangelove and he was dead, so I didn't have to worry about teasing him or upsetting him.
Yes, right. How many of you know about two little mice who every day tried to take over the world? You're one of those.
Yes, I am. I'm the genius of the two.
How many know the Ninja Turtles?
Like Ninja Turtles?
Just one Ninja Turtle. He's two Ninja Turtles.
50% of the Ninja Turtles and one middle-aged guy from Flint. How about that? Yeah, that's the cool thing about my gig. Nobody cares what I look like, which clearly is not a bad
You're a handsome man, Rob.
Thank you, sir. But yeah, 25 years between Raphael and Donatello. What a cool gig.
And they're keep making you doing it until you get it right.
That's right.
Right. And what about Jimmy Neutron?
Oh, yeah, I'm Carl.
I know I can't help it. I know it's a little weird. I really gotta tell you that chicks dig me. Unfortunately, they're baby chickens, which is, I know it's a little bizarre, but I get about a phone number, so.
Now, this is all this wackiness. I tell you the truth, I did one time think, well, with all the praises, why don't I try to write like a sweet song?
A song. Yeah, it's not so in your face and nutty and stuff. So let's
Like
define a sweet song.
Well, I thought, well, what if we had Dot sitting by the window? It's like a rainy day. They can't go on planes, so she's looking at the window and the little raindrops are landing on the window. Yeah, Rob did the Foley Theory.
No chance.
And so we just follow that little raindrop and see that, you know, where it falls a little rivulet.
Oh, I love that song. Yeah. That word, rivulet.
And gets into a little stream. And we just trace the path of the little drop of water. So I played for Tom, and he goes, no, it's got to be funny. I thought, well, I got to be nice to a sweet song. He goes, no. He says, I like the song, but we need it to be funny. He says, how about this? What if Don is trying to sing that song, and Yakko and Wacko are heckling her, like ruining her song. So I thought we would try this. So
Here we go.
We open up and you see a little meadow, and you see the little water, a raindrop falling in a puddle of water, making the little ripples.
It's raining, it's pouring, don't sing a song that's boring.
There's a plane down in Spain where there's several drops of rain forming ripples in a puddle that they made. And that puddle grows beyond into something called a pond, spreading outward till it turns into a lake. And when that lake springs a leak, then it forms a little creek, which goes rushing down and turns into a stream. And the water keeps on flowing, so the trees keep on growing in a pattern that is showing nature's scheme. And every flower, every weed get the water that they need from that little tiny stream which trickles by.
And in a swamp it picks up germs from bacteria and worms. And if you drink it, you'll get really sick and die.
My song, the stream joins the river and goes racing to deliver all the water as it rushes to the sea. Then it pours into a bay where it's quickly swept away to the ocean filled with motion swirling free. Then the sun shines on down, putting heat upon the ground, evaporating mist into the air. And the water starts to rise as it glistens to the skies. And soon there is rain on that plain down in Spain.
And that rain is a pain, so why don't they build a drain?
For water has position, which is always in transition from the mountains to the oceans to the sky.
And it's something you can drink or that you spit into the sink. If you control the way it goes, you can squirt it out your nose if you try.
And now you both can freaking die!
Sweet song.
Yes, actually, that wasn't original, and I said, and now you both can say goodbye, but I've always wanted to use that line I originally wrote, so now we can do it on stage.
That's right.
Okay, that's right. So people ask,
Yes.
sometimes how a song...
How do songs get made, Mr. Rogel?
Yeah, well, you know,
Where did it come from?
Yeah, but before I would go into that, for the song I was thinking how it got made is, that was not the first song that I wrote for Don.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I began writing all the songs for Rob, because he's such a great singer, so Tom said...
I'm sorry, what was it?
I was writing for Rob, because he was such a great singer. You can pay me for that.
Thank you.
And then we wanted some for Wacko, so I wrote him some like states and capitals on it.
Well, okay, so you got Yakko's kind of a smart butt. Wacko's just an oddball.
Yeah, but we needed something for Dot.
So what is Dot? Is she?
So that would be a song?
Yeah, yell out, say cute really loud.
Cute! That's cute!
I'm cute. Yes, it's true. I really can't help it, but what can you do when you're cute? It just shows with these two darling eyes and this sweet little nose and a pretty pink dress that's adorable. Yes, when they see my dimples and everyone says,
Oh, shoot!
Isn't she cute, cute, cute?
Oh, baby, she's cute, cute, cute.
I'm the one they adore. I'm cute and I'm cuddly and small just like Dudley, but more. It's a chore to be constantly cute and enchanting to boot, with my lips sticking out in that cute little pout. There just is no doubt what the guys like to shout.
She's a beaut. Let's face it, I'm cute, cute, cute. Oh, baby, she's cute, cute, cute.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the song sounds like when I write it in my little office in the studio. There's some little, actually I have a real piano. This is kind of portable.
Yeah.
And then what happens is we bring in it goes to the Warner Brothers office. They bring in our lead characters and they sing a little track to it. And then a storyboard artist, he draws to listen to them sing in their performance. Then it goes overseas and it gets animated and it comes back. That whole process takes about 9 months. It's like having a baby.
Oh, no. No, there was a sweet lady who was quite pregnant walking in. You asked her if this is like having a kid.
Well, there's
not even close.
There's sometimes as much screaming and yelling.
Yes, a lot of that.
But when it comes back, we go into the big sound stage on the Warner Brothers lawn. Everybody's there, and they put the cartoon up on, with the whole orchestra there. We had a huge orchestra, and what sounded like this when I wrote it, cute, 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 oh baby, she's cute, 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 on the piano. Now it sounds and it looks like this.
I'm cute. Yes, it's true. I really can't help it, but
I was Shecky of Arimathea. Oh, it's one party too. But honestly, that is what this, and by extension all over the world, the fact that you and your children and several generations can share this is such a gas. Which leads me to my next point, is that was 24 years ago.
That's right, and something big happened back then. Actually, we think it's going to happen here. We've had fires lately down in Los Angeles, but we
actually LA is now slid in as part of the
That's right, but you guys are due.
Yeah.
This is the city, San Francisco, California. On a starlit winter night, when the moon was shining bright, back in January of 1994, about 4:30 in the morning, and without a single warning, something strange began to move the floor. It was a quake. The house begins to shake. You're bouncing across the floor and watching all your dishes break. You're sleeping, there's a quake. You're instantly awake. You're leaping out of bed and shouting, oh, for heaven's sake! When I ran outside with neighbors, their faces filled with shocks. That's because I'm standing there in nothing but my socks.
Oh, a quake, say it's all a big mistake. Just feel the ground go up and down when someone hit the brake. A quake, oh what a mess they make. The bricks, the walls, the chimney falls, destruction in its wake.
I did not have insurance, so I called them from the scene. When suddenly I'm listening to an answering machine say,
Too late, you should have not awake. Cause now you're stuck, we wish you luck, here comes a 6.8.
Whose fault? Whose fault? The San Andreas' fault. Cause Mr. Winter can't predict her kicking our asphalt.
Say tectonic plates are in between and encroaching crustal mantle.
Yeah, so what the heck's that mean?
It means a quake.
Oh really? Yeah, no fake it. We kinda had that feeling when the ground began to shake. California's great. It's such a lovely York State, but every lawn is sitting on a continental plate.
Los Angeles had fires and a riot and a flood, and then a drought and a recession. And now we hear this thud.
A quake! A quake! How much more can we take? We thought that we had seen it all, but this one takes the cake.
The dirt, the rocks, and all those aftershocks.
It's just a planet moving granite several city blocks. LA town is falling down, wobble around, moves around. We won't let it get us down. We're Californians. Quake, it's time to pull up stake. We're all fed up, we can't deny it. Fires, quakes, and floods and quiet. We all want some peace and quiet. So we're moving to Beirut. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you very much, folks. Now, what happens when you start to you get picked up from season to season to season to season? And
That's right.
You can come up with new
You
songs.
got to keep topping yourself. I mean, and one time, Tom Ruger came to me, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, good news, we just got another season of Animaniacs, so we're going to need another Christmas episode." He said, "So write a Christmas carol and make it funny."
Boom.
It's like, so you have any ideas? Well, that's your job.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
You
like,
cash your check, son?
Yeah.
That's your job.
like, what would make a funny Christmas carol? So I thought, okay, well, how about this? We open up, we pan the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank, and it's completely covered in snow.
So immediately we know it's a lie.
We land on the water tower where the Warner characters live, and we pan up the water tower and we see it's all decorated. Yeah.
Big arrows, drop reindeer food here, presents here.
And it's like a little Christmas tree all askew, obviously decorated by kids.
Yeah.
And then we fade inside the water tower, and there is Yakko and Dot putting up all the Christmas decorations, and little Wacko is sitting at the desk and he's writing something.
Hey, Wacko, what are you doing?
Says, I'm writing, I'll try to do my best Wacko, says, I'm writing a letter to Santa Claus to tell him what I want for Christmas. And we do an over-the-shoulder shot, and we see his list. It's like a pony, electric train,
Aircraft carrier.
subscription to Hustler.
Nice,
So anyway, when he says Dear Santa, it's spelled, Dear Santa spelled S-A-N-T-L-A, like Sant-La.
Wait, hey, what the heck's the matter with you? That's not how you spell Santa.
It isn't?
No!
Well, how do you spell his name then?
Some Q.
Okay, and that's why we pull out a big, Yakko pulls out a big butcher block of paper and begins to write on it.
To spell Santa's name is easy to do. You write S-A-N-T and another A too. But Noel, Santa's name has no L, and he won't bring you gifts if you don't learn to spell.
Now we see Wacko and Dot. They're running up a mountain, and they're dressed in Austrian lederhosen, and they're carrying a bucket.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch water from the well. But when neither one could find it, Jill started to yell,
Noel, Noel, I can't believe there's no well. We walked all the way here, and I'm mad, can't you tell? And now we come to the Pequod on the high seas.
Captain Ahab took his crew, his harpoon and set sail, and he called out to ships,
Have you seen the white whale?
No whale, no, we didn't see no whale. We saw a couple of dolphins and a big yellow tail.
We now see Yakko, Wacko, and Dot around a beautiful Christmas tree, holding hands like something out of Charles Dickens. If you listen to this tune, then you probably can tell that you've heard it before. It's a song you know well. Noel, it's a song you know well, and we've ruined it completely, so we all those Emmys. This guy's got so many Emmys, he dresses them in Barbie clothes.
Oh, is that what was talking? Now, you know, back in those days,
Oh, my.
when we were doing it back in the 90s, we weren't the young puppies that you've seen,
Yeah.
right? We were all just like you. We were parents. We all had kids. We were right in the middle of it.
Well, I'm
In fact-
still a parent.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, as a parent that I
Isn't that what
am.
they did out there? I had my son, you had
Ash, now-
Ryan, and Tom had 3 boys.
Mr. Spielberg had
had 5
kids,
kids
yeah.
or whatever. So we were all in the middle of this, and I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this, where you're in the car driving and the kids are in the back seat and you're having a fight. And you're
Never, right?
Yeah, no. Say,
Do you ever get upset in the car, sweetheart? Never, right? You're very sweet and quiet, you never complain. Why is your father putting his finger back in his throat? She is such a heartbreaker. Does she get away with pretty much everything, Dad? Yeah. This is your finger, and this is her. But anyway, yes, please go
So
on.
one day I'm driving my son and his friends, and they're all having this fight in the back of the car.
Had
And
it all the
I'm
time when I was a kid.
Yeah, just don't get mad. I'm thinking, you know, I'm driving a car with
Oh,
you,
yeah.
please.
My father, we had 4 kids, a station wagon, a collie. Oh my God, it was like the Donna Reed show. You know, I don't remember that. But it was, and it was, oh, scream, my father. If I'm to pull this car over, I'm going to give you something to cry about. Oh my God. So that is exactly what inspired this.
So I thought, I started getting really mad, and then I thought, you know, this actually might make a funny song.
Yeah.
So I wrote the song, I took it to Tom, and he said, oh my God, they gave this baby. And I remember at a rap party, because we didn't see Steven Spielberg that much. He was busy that year doing Jurassic Park, he was doing Schindler's List. So the rap party, when he met, I loved that he said, hey, how'd you get in the back seat of my car?
Yeah.
I mean, good. If he has the same problems everybody has,
Nice.
I don't know, he's amazing. So anyway, we thought, well, we'll do a song. We wrote a
Yeah,
song.
now the only thing that's a little bit confusing for this is we have 4 characters. We have Yakko, Wacko, and Don, and Dr. Scratch.
And you play 2 of them.
Yes.
So you're going to have to sing with yourself. Can you do that?
People have told me to do many things to myself.
Yeah. Would you like to hear Rob do
I will try.
several voices at once?
Yeah, so let's see what happens here.
I'll cover that. So what we do is we open up with sort of a very pastoral look, the sun rising over the water tower.
Sleeping. Wake up! It's late! It's 10:30. Everyone wake up, it's time to go up and at 'em now. Come on, shake a leg. Have some juice and scrambled egg. On the floor, out the door, let's be on our way.
Hey, watch out!
What's the matter?
You almost knocked me off the ladder.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I almost fell.
Don't exaggerate.
I'm not.
Yeah, right.
Are you trying to pick a fight?
Will you get out of my face?
Well, you're always in my space.
Hey, get off each other's case because they're trying to get along.
I want pancakes or a waffle. This tastes awful. Is that all we've got? Can't find my clothes, and I need to blow my nose, and my socks are full of holes, and my shoelace has a knot. That's my toothbrush.
No, it's not.
Well, it's singing in my slot.
No, it isn't. This one's mine. That one's yours.
Well, you're standing in my way.
Yeah, that's tough.
All I know, that's enough. Everybody get your stuff because we're going out the door. Every time we get into the car, it's so much work. It takes me 20 minutes while you're driving me berserk. If you're playing or you're jumping or you're running all about. But I finally get to inside, you always let me out.
I'm really mad. You poked me with your elbow in my side.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Uh-huh.
You did, and I'm just a little kid. You're lying. Don't deny it.
I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, just try it.
And both of you be quiet because we're driving in a car.
Ow, he hit me.
She bit me.
Well, he said he was going to get me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's it. No,
I forbid. I don't want you to say another word.
Are we there yet? I'm hungry. I'm tired. How far? My nose is snotty. Need to move my body. Gotta use the potty. Better stop the car. Stop
No,
it.
you stop it.
My country was just dropping.
Well, he started it.
Oh, yeah, really sure. Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh. It's your fault.
No, it's not. Your leg is in my spot.
Both of you be quiet or you're going to get a shot. Every time we take a trip, it's always just the same. The fighting and the biting and the calling all those names, then there's pushing and the shoving, scratching on the neck. When we finally get to where we're going, everyone's a wreck.
Yeah.
always just the same, the fighting, we're biting, calling all those names, they're pushing and they're shoving and they're touching on the neck, and we finally get to where we're going, everyone's a wreck.
And now the car rolls up to its destination.
Yeah. Doesn't anybody want to give a cheer?
You mean this is where we're all going to spend the day at the circus? Hey guys, look, they got rides.
Now you're satisfied. All right, everyone inside, and let's have some fun, okay?
I'm glad. What a really great time we had to see those lions and those tigers. Weren't they neat?
Are you happy now?
I am. Thanks a lot. I'm sorry that we fought. From now on, I'll get along.
That's all right, Don. I was wrong.
That's nice. Now, come along. Let's all get in the car.
You can take the seat you want. You're always so gallant.
Well, thank you, Don. The ladies first. You take the seat you want.
Everybody's happy now. We've had a real good day. Well, now it's time to go back home. So let's be on our way.
Ow! You hit me! Yes, you did! You did on my side! You were on my side! Yes, you did! Always like my gun was back to me! You did, all right?
Thank you. Well, how about this guy?
Well, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. We're gonna add a little song because we have a little extra time.
Oh, good, okay.
This was a
Are you
challenge.
guys having fun? I'm so glad. But it sure sucks when you spend money to see a couple of knuckleheads and you hate it. That really regret.
Can you see me? Is this okay? When you're traveling from Nantucket through Chicago to St. Paul, and you're standing in an airport and you look up on the wall, there's a clock for every city and a different time for all. From Asia through Malaysia to Peru. Did you ever wonder why that when it's 6 o'clock in Maine, at precisely the same minute, it is 8 a.m. in Spain? When it's breakfast time in Rome, they're having lunch in the Ukraine. And it's supper up in Upper Kathmandu. If the earth is spinning faster while the sun is moving past her, then a day might only be an hour long. And school, when they begin it, would only last a minute before everybody has to run along. If the earth were the planet that was closest to the sun, a year would be much shorter and you'd have a lot of fun. 'Cause by the time you were in first grade, you'd be over 21. And you'd live to be 903 or 4. Time is relatively dependent. You can save it, you can spend it, doing things you like to do or learning how. You cannot see it, you can't taste it, but you certainly can waste it, which is really what we're doing here right now. Oh, the international date line is an imaginary cleft. Today is on the right side, tomorrow on the left. So when you cross it, do you then arrive the day before you left? That's how it works. It's quite berserk, you see. So if you were born in China while I'm born in Carolina, well then you're a day ahead of me, you see. But the way I got it reckoned, if we're born in the same second, then why should you be a day older than me? But it really is no miracle, this difference in our births. Because the world is spherical, that's why around the earth there are always different times for London, Moscow, San Francisco, and Fort Worth. And that's the way it's always gonna be. So remember, when you're traveling from Nantucket to St. Paul, and you're standing at that airport with those clocks on the wall, then you should think about this song, my friend, and then you will recall. That it was mildly amusing, but then totally confusing, and I'll bet you wish I hadn't sung it all.
Thank you. This guy was charged with the
task of writing a song explaining the concept of time.
Did you get it?
Jesus. I just buy a frickin' watch!
Okay, so
Yeah.
one of the things we wanted to show you is, for the fans of the show, not every song made it.
Yes.
And so once we, a song that didn't make it.
That's why we love doing this, because we get to do songs that never made it to the
Yeah,
show.
that's exactly right. And one day, Tom was driving, he lived out in the the West Valley. He's coming down Ventura Boulevard. He calls me on his cell phone, which was a big deal in those days. He says, "Hey, you're not going to believe this. I'm looking at this bus. And on the side of the bus, it says LADOT for Los Angeles Department of Transportation." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, what if Dot was standing on the corner and she saw that bus go by? And she thought it was LA Dot. It was all about her. Everybody was advertising because they loved her." He said, "Wouldn't that make a funny song?" I said, "Yeah."
Write it!
So he said, "Yeah, that basically, yeah, write it." So, here's what I came up with. And you've never heard this song. Can you believe it? It's just so wild. They put my name up on a bus. They're making all this fuss about a child. When people smile, it's because they know that I'm a star. Still, they might have gone too far, but maybe not. Because I'm a dot. I'm a little girl that people like a lot. And when you're such a raving beauty, then I guess that it's my duty to accept the fact that people like the dot.
Yeah, LA Dot doesn't stand.
I'm so astonished,
Okay.
I must confess. I don't know what to say, because I'm really blown away by all this press. Who could guess that folks would think of me and my name would come to be a public spot? Yes, I'm a dot. Perhaps you know me from the Warner movie lot. And in case you didn't hear, it's becoming pretty clear that everybody out there loves the dot.
Listen, before we get further into this, Dot, I think you should...
It's so amazing! It's such a hoot. The dot is now the buzz, and it clearly is because I'm so cute. No dispute. Your name's up on the bus. You're the one that they discuss because I'm hot. I'm a dot. You'd think I'd be conceited, but I'm not. I'm just that lovely new sensation who has earned the admiration of all the folks who love and cheer like dot. Oh, the dot. It sounds so French.
She's a saucy and the bossy little wench.
When I heard it, I just reeled. I feel like Sally Field. You like me? You really like me? Completely speechless. I'm really floored. And just a tad embarrassed that I've come to be so cherished and adored. It's my reward for being modest and so shy. Yes, it's true, my friends, and I am a dot. And you are not. Look at all the loyal fans that I have got. Yes, they're all in love with me. They wrote LADOT on the side of the bus so that every one of us could see that they're all thinking of love.
Dot. LADOT stands for Los Angeles Department of Transportation.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
But...
You never got to hear that stuff. See, I played that for Tom, and he goes, "Yeah, that's good, that's good." He said, "But I was thinking of LA Dot." I said, "I know, but I thought, here's Dot. She's thinking she's on the cover of Elle magazine,
Cosmopolitan.
Big Cosmopolitan. It's it's a La Dot. She's all part of the the Hoya tree." And he says, "Yeah, no, that's good." He says, "No, I like LA Dot." So there I am, I'm trying to force LA Dot. I'm LA Dot, and it wasn't working. For those of you who are writers out here, or composers, sometimes you just have to kill the thing you love. And so I thought, well, this isn't going to work. I'm just going to have to write an entirely new song. So this is the song that was produced. This is the one that you know. This is the one that it turned into. LA Dot, that's the name that the bus has got. Written up where everyone can see me. LADOT spells LA Dot. Who'd have thought the one so cute could be this hot? The metro line just built a sign for me. When I go walking down the street, all the folks I change to meet wave and smile and throw fuss, cause I'm the girl whose name's on the metro bus, and no one else has that spot. Meryl Streep and Cher do not. Donna, she got diddly squat. The only name is LA Dot, 'cause I'm the best. Still I'm floored, who'd have guessed I'm so adored? You think I'd be conceited, but I'm not. No, no, I'm a simple, humble, gorgeous LA guy. I'm overwhelmed, quite a lot, blown away, I kid you not. Would have expected for a sign to be erected saying LA Dot, but hey, why not? I am a star from the Warner lot, they're thinking of the in love with me. So if my friends you can't spot a great big boss with LA Dot, you need to ask or wonder why. You know that it was put there by my loyal fans who clap their hands and cheer while banging pots and pans. Greet me now with marching bands live. Yeah, they put me on the bus so that every one of us could say that they love L.A.
Yeah. I don't know how that song ended. That's how it ended up.
We're going to have to move it right along because before we end, I wanted to do the first song that I ever wrote for Animaniacs, and Rob performed it.
Now, please allow me.
Okay.
This is the song. Any songwriters out there? Okay. This story will either make you inspired to continue your craft or make you want to work at a coffee shop. Not that it's a bad gig, but this song is the song. Randy had already won an Emmy for writing on Batman the Animated Series.
Anybody like Batman?
Yeah. So he already won an Emmy, and he hears about Mr. Spielberg doing this musical show. Randy's got a big musical background, singing, dancing, all that stuff. He says, hey, I can do that. No. You just won an Emmy for Batman, for God's sake. Shut up, go home, cash your check, and write more Dark Knight stuff. No, it's me, I'm music and comedy, yeah, whatever. So finally, bang on the door, persistence pays. Mr. Ruger said, come on in, what do you got? This song is the song that Randy had in his back pocket that he played to get the job.
And I was out of town when they recorded this. It's all the countries of the world. It's Yakos and storyboarding, and Rusty Mills, the late great Rusty Mills director, they called me, and I remember he said, where's the Spanish Sahara? He started doing it.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's right. But he said, he sent me a little tape, because in those days we had cassette tapes of Rob singing it.
CASSETTE.
That's right. No DVD. And I hadn't even met Rob yet, because we were starting, and I said, wow, who is this guy? This is great, he can really sing. He says, yeah? Well, he did it in one take. I never quite believed that, so I thought, why don't we test to see if Rob really can do it in one take? So ladies and gentlemen.
Without a net.
Without a net, all right.
All right, that's it, we're done. I didn't know. That's when you know you're really good when people clap and you haven't done it unless you're all psychic, which is pretty remarkable.
Today?
Yeah.
Actually, here's me.
You want to add a couple of countries while we're here?
Yeah,
See, we can do this for another hour. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Philippines, Salvador, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, Argentina, Ecuador, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, Netherlands, Guyana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden, Iceland and Finland, and Germany now one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran, and Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Germans, Kuwait, and Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, Denmark, and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, India, China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippines, Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, Borneo, and Vietnam, Indonesia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana.
We're running out of time. We're going to have to kind of speed this up.
Regular snow and Malawi, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin, Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Dahomey, Nigeria, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Canada, Ethiopia, Guinea, Bissau, Madagascar, Cameroon, Cayman, Ghana, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Great Mauritania, Pennsylvania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Montreal, Tanzania, Australia, Sudan.
Thank you very much, you guys.
So much fun to be here at SketchFest. We hope you enjoyed our show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming to us. Thank you.
Are you ready? I hope so. Yeah. This has been just wonderful. What a lovely way to start the year. Yeah. This is so great. You have been a fantastic audience.
What was that?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, doors have been locked. The exits are sealed. You are now under my control. People of all countries, I am declaring a new world order. It is last time for the human race to get a brain.
Hey, God, ladies and gentlemen, it's the brain! Hello, brain!
Hello, Pinky. You know, I can't believe it, Pinky. We're finally escaping from our cage, only to find ourselves at SketchFest.
He said he had a bad smell face on, didn't he? I love it here, Bray. Look at all these lovely people. They're so sweet. They love sitting together. Why did they find that
Are
funny?
you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Bray. But if Jimmy Crack's calling and nobody cares, why does he keep doing it?
Oh, Pinky. Humans love the theater. They'll actually pay money to sit in the dark for 2 hours and stare at mindless stupidity.
Hey, Dad! Mindless stupidity! Where do I fit in?
We're going to create a show. We'll take it to theaters around the country. Audiences will flock to see us. And before they know what's happened, we'll hit them with such mind-numbing entertainment, they'll virtually become brain dead.
Hey! Dad, that is brilliant! That is so brilliant! But, Bray, wait a minute. What about the intermission? Won't they become non-brain dead out there in the lobby?
That's when we'll sell merchandise, Pinky.
Oh, you fooled everybody, haven't you, Bray?
Yes, well, I did once run a presidential campaign. Our future awaits, Pinky. Tomorrow belongs to us.
Well, what are we going to do tomorrow, Bray? The first ever song for Brain premiered here tonight.
Take over the world. Our time has come. It's what I propose, because everyone knows that humans are dumb. They're easily duped. Oh, what'd you expect? Look how you talk. Look how you act. Look whom you elect. It's time for a change, Pinky. For somebody new.
A genius IQ.
Someone in charge who's bringing it large.
And that would be you.
Yes, that's true. It's time for a leader. For somebody sane. The worst is past, because now at last the human race will finally get a brain.
Yes!
When I take over the world, here's how it will be. Jobs will go up, crime will go down, and cheese will be free. Bipartisan teamwork, no congressional spats. I'll get rid of war, get rid of hunger, get rid of cats. Oh, yes, nothing can stop us. Because we're on a roll. It's gonna be nice when finally mice are the ones in control. No! The moment has come, yes, the gauntlet is hurled. So give a cheer. Yes, my friends, we're taking over the world. We're Pinky and the Brain. So let me now explain. Alexander, Caesar, Constantine, Napoleon, Charlemagne. We're all a bunch of hacks. It's time to face the facts. The earth is finally going to see the greatest mouse there'll ever be.
He'll rule the world, it's destiny!
And yes, my friends, that mouse is me.
What, Pinky?
Not Pinky. Not just
And the brain.
Pinky!
Yeah, all right with Pinky.
What, Pinky and the Brain?
Why isn't it the brain and Pinky?
No! Yeah, we started working on it a couple of days ago, so that's why we had our cheap tablets.
Yeah, cheap
How
tablets.
about that?
But I still effed up a lot.
You're the first ones to ever see that. First
Right.
we ever did that again.
You guys, I think this is what I really talk like, by the way. People don't really hear this voice very often, except if I whisper and go, the 2016 Lexus GS. Except I don't do that no more.
Anybody
Now
watch?
it's Mini Driver.
Anybody watch Futurama?
Me too. Love that show. Those guys are great. More noise, please, you are here. I will destroy you, thank you very much.
This is such a gas for us to be here with Mo, and I think we've done
And
it
for me to be here with you guys, because you guys have been doing this show for a couple of years now.
yeah.
Packing them in houses all around.
Well, we know how much people love not only Maurice, but Pinky and the Brain, and so this opportunity, Maurice is here to do a panel. You're doing a Futurama panel.
We're doing a Futurama stage reading, an episode, recasting, and blah, 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 tomorrow night at the Marine Memorial Theater.
Come on,
Miss it.
Renee always there.
Billy West is going to be there.
Billy West, Phil Lamar,
David Cohen.
John DiMaggio, David X. Cohen, and Lisa Krasinski, our producer, all coming out, and we have a great time.
It's huge fun, but this opportunity could not.
We have a special secret guest, Lila,
Oh, perfect.
a great improviser.
We couldn't let this opportunity pass by to have Mo and Randy, of course, decide to write a song, and then Mo did it, and we're just thrilled to death. So one of the other things
I just wanted to stand here and burp.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just wanted to do the Yakka voice.
Right, you guys
And
are
Randy said, no, you're going to sing a real song.
Listen to
And an
this.
original song.
Now you've let the bloody cat out of the bag, Morris. So here we go, because you guys know Wacko's Wackarati, okay? So music by Johann Sebastian Bach. Strauss. Oh my goodness.
I'll have to learn that.
That's enough, yeah.
I remember that.
How about that?
Yes. I got to save it for Elf 2.
So one of the things we've done before is become kind of a little, what am I trying to say?
Tradition!
Yeah, no, a tradition, yes. We have, Maurice and I did a couple of Pinky and the Brain appearances here over the years, and Cole Stratton, who I think had to leave to go host another event, suggested that Pinky and the Brain do...
He went to go see the end of the Dick Kennedy.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's pretty good. So, should do this for money.
Not much.
We have been, we did this before, initially at SketchFest, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
2012 sketch.
Is that right?
Yeah, he just dropped it on us too, by the way. It was
Yeah,
fun.
so we're going to do it tonight, and it is Pinky and the Brain doing the famous classic comedy bit, Who's on First? Now, Mo, tell them who's who.
Okay, so the first time we did it, we did a double switch on it. First of all, it's being already plugged into the classic Abbott and Costello characters. And then we did a second switch where we had Brain be the dumb one and Pinky be the smart one. And we think that might have been one too many switches. So this time, Brain is going to be Abbott, the smart one, and Pinky will be Costello. So
Right, so hang on a second. My PDF, which stands pretty damn fine, is what PDF stands for.
Let me know.
Here we go.
Here we have.
Oh my goodness, my friend is left. Okay. Not the first one who's left me, trust me.
All right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I'm Abbott? No,
I'm Abbott.
Okay, here we go. Pinky and the Brain.
Strange as it may seem, Pinky, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Oh, really funny names?
Nicknames. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Well, that's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellows of the St. Louis team.
I am telling you. Who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
You know the fellows' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean, the fellow's name on first base.
Yes.
The fellow playing... Who? The fellow playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
Yes, that's who's... No, that's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Oh, okay. When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man is entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes, after all, the man has earned it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
What I'm trying to find out is what the guy's name on first base.
No. What's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
All right. St. Louis has a good outfield.
Oh, absolutely. One of the best.
Okay, the left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know, I just thought I'd ask.
No, just thought I'd tell you.
Well, then tell me who's playing left field.
No, who's playing first?
Stay out of the infield. The left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Oh, wait a minute. You've got a pitcher on this team?
Well, wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
Well, tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
Okay, now when the guy at bat bunts the ball, not being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
That's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm bloody talking about!
Don't get excited, Pinky. Take it easy. We're not taking over the world today. We're just managing a baseball team.
I throw the ball to first base. Whoever grabs the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow, a triple play.
Could be.
Well, another guy gets up and it's a long ball to center.
Because?
Why? I don't know and I don't care.
What was that?
I said I don't care!
Oh, he's our shortstop. Paulson.
Thank you. As I said, we got to introduce the new Brain song and do some fun stuff. And one of the things that we find out,
Oh, you've come back! Thank you, my dear!
please get your daughter to cheer up for God's sake.
We should move it along if we're going to do the
Oh, that's right, the Q&A.
Q&A. Do you guys want to do a little bit of Q&A?
Yeah, people really seem to enjoy the fact and we don't get this often to do this unless we're at a giant thing like Comic-Con. So, we've got about another 10 or so minutes and...
I'm with the union.
What's that?
I'm with the union.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. We would love to take an opportunity to have you folks ask us some questions and we'd be happy to answer them.
If you have any.
Yeah, if you have any,
Yeah. Oh,
questions.
Yeah.
Possibly about,
So ask it like Bill Shatner.
Pinky in the Brain. I don't know. Questions you may have. Small friends.
This is just a guess, so we find that people like, so if you have any questions about this or any of the shows we work on, we would be happy to answer them.
Yeah, okay, let me answer the first question right now.
Okay. We don't know.
Maybe. You don't know.
It is happening.
Show's happening, we don't know.
How about that?
Yeah. That's all we can say, we don't know.
Yeah.
We can neither confirm nor deny, but the show is absolutely is being rebooted.
And we would, of course, if asked, we would love to. We'd love to serve.
Are you guys happy to hear about the reboot of... regardless, it's a very cool thing. But anyway, anybody have a question they'd like to ask? Yes, sir.
So, Maurice,
Yes.
what would be the possibility of getting a portion of all sorts?
I'll bet you could probably.
I think it's probably, the only problem with that is that it would take up the rest of the Q&A, but plus there are children present. So.
Yeah, we can do a little bit and take out the nasty words.
Yes. We know where the most farm in Lincolnshire, where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. Do you really mean that? Yeah, I'd start about a half a second. Don't you think you really want to say July over the snow? Isn't that funny? If you could make it almost when that shot disappears, I think it would be much. I think it's so nice that you see a snow-covered field and say every July peas grow there. Get me a jury and show me you can say in July and I'll make cheese for you. Now what is it you want? In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want? Whatever it is you want, I can't live because I just don't see it. But it's absolutely fine. It really was. It isn't worth it. No money is worth this. And then off he goes. So there it is. And then of course there's the critic version of that, which is Rosebud frozen peas. Country goodness and green penis. I mean, that's terrible. I can't believe I said that. I'm leaving. Just a handful for the road. Oh, what luck, I found a French fry in my beard. That's the rating of light grease. That French fry in your beard.
I've been to hear this for years now. Honestly, God, it's fantastic. Who else has a question? Yes, sir.
Oh, I love your shirt. You're daft.
North Punk.
So you've mentioned already that a trip being part of such a cultural artifact. How do you relate to that? I mean, that's got to be kind of surreal. And
How do we relate to the fact that it shows me on my time?
How do you
People.
get your head around it?
Good life. No.
No, thank you very much for your question. Well,
Tell
firstly,
everybody, that maybe everybody didn't hear the question.
yeah, the question was essentially, how do we relate to the fact that these characters have become iconic, right? That is, first of all, thank you for the compliment. That's very sweet of you. Secondly, this is what every actor dreams of. I don't care if you're an on-camera guy or a stage guy or music, whatever, you dream of something being involved. And mind you, we don't write it, we don't film. We're the actors. But to be part of something that has literally become iconic. But as I said to this gentleman and his daughter earlier, this breadth of ages, cross-generational audiences, this is essentially our Looney Tunes. And these, I could argue that these will be relevant 50 or 100 years from now because they were executed beautifully, they are written, and they don't condescend to the audience. And that was an edict from the beginning. Do not assume the audience doesn't get it. If they laugh at the anvil now, they'll laugh at fingerprints in 20 years. And so thank you. But it is an absolute honor and a privilege, and we get how lucky we are. So thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it feels almost a little surreal.
It does.
You know,
It's crazy.
I mean, I look at it, especially now that the Who's got the rights and has rolled out the entire Spielberg library. I started watching, from the beginning, and I was.
You're Dizzy Devil on Tiny Toons.
I am.
What? I give up show business?
Yeah, and with 25 years in between, well, for us 26, because it takes a year to make things.
Yeah.
So 26 years between the first recording session and watching it on the Hulu.
On the Hulu.
On the Hulu, yes.
That was on the interweb.
You know that has now become hip to say what the dad thing is to say. Now young people are right now on the Hulu. Because they realize
Hey, I know.
Their dads made them laugh.
We did Tasmania together, and you played Taz's
I
father.
sure did. Blah, 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 acting, smacking.
So, ask if Taz has been on the Hulu.
Hey Taz, have you been on the Hulu lately? All of the Warner Brothers cartoons except ours is on there.
That's great.
What the hell? Taz?
Who else has a question? Yes, ma'am.
I've heard that you guys like to do two drunken cockneys in between takes. I want to hear a little bit of that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
We can't. It's filthy. We talk to each other in a way that can get us arrested. If someone wants to take a look at our text trail.
Well, how about the accent instead?
Hold on. So, Jeffrey, start with. I'll tell you what to do. I'll make a fart sound where that horrible word would be. Hello, you. What's going on? How are you today?
What was the worst job you ever had?
The worst job I ever had was I had to collect up all the phlegm. Lord Winston Churchill, we got that in his pocket by the bed.
No. I told him I would not do that job.
No.
They offered me that job and I told him. I said, I will not, as a human being, I will not do that job.
Well, the worst job I ever had, I had to go and remove the lobsters
From Jane Mansfield's
pound. So, this is the way we talk to each other.
We do. It's brutal, and again, it's Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, both of whom, God rest their souls. But if you would just Google Derek and Clive,
Except you.
Except you don't do it. It's so funny.
Look up
all
Pinky and the
improvised, and Maurice and I were pretty inspired by
Dora the Explorer.
Thank you for asking idea. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Actually, it's for Maurice. Because I remember you from a long time ago when you actually did a Rodney Dangerfield special.
Young Comedian special.
1985 Young Comedian.
We were just watching it at Randy's house the other night.
Randy opened it up on his laptop, and I just went, oh my God.
What did I do? I ate an entire other person. Oh my.
I was young, skinny, handsome, and
Oh, you're so cute.
See? In that Pillsbury Doughboy kind of way.
When did you first transition from doing stand-up to doing more voice work?
Well, at that point, we recorded that in 1985, so I already had Inspector Gadget under my belt and a little bit of Real Ghostbusters. So I was already starting. But one thing about the animation voiceover game, if you show them that you can show up, deliver a performance or 17, in terms of like characters appearing in a show, and that you'll show up on time and you're easy to work with, it just kind of develops its own momentum. I always say, like, I was chasing the stand-up comedy brass ring, with everything I had, and in the meantime, this beautiful career in voiceover, with this longevity, it found me, kind of wrestled me to the ground and said, no, it's over here. It's over here. Playing multiple characters, sitting, working with the finest actors I know.
And me.
And it's a great thing.
Well, you got to show up on time, like you say, you got to want it, but you also have to have a lot of talent.
No, just show up on time. There's a lot of really talented people who can't show up on time, and they lose the gig because they don't put up with that.
This gentleman's very, very patient. Yes, sir.
Yes, do you recall whose idea it was for you to dub the actor playing Orson Welles in Ed Wood?
Yes,
Tim Burton's idea.
Tim Burton was a Pinky and the Brain fan.
Yeah. Tim wanted, well, Vincent, to his credit, has really worked on his Orson Welles. And he has a short film that he financed himself that's available on YouTube, and I urge you all to watch it. It's called 5 Minutes, Mr. Wells. And Vincent is wonderful, and we've become friends just in the last couple of years. And I had always been afraid to even approach him because I thought he might be upset about his performance being dubbed. But he told me he totally understood, and it was Tim Burton's film to do with as he pleased. So Vincent had not really gotten the voice, and Burton had wanted like a perfect kind of simulation of Orson Welles. So together we made one Orson Welles because he looked so much like him. And had that phenomenal sense of timing, of even how Orson would puff on the cigar in between comments. And it was he's an incredible actor.
Do we have time for one more?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we have one more. Let's get somebody. Yes, ma'am. You way up there in the back.
All right, you know what? I hate that when I'm called on and it's the person behind me. So we'll answer each of you quickly. So please.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You first. Yeah,
the one who spoke up. This will be 5 minutes.
Now, who's on first?
Chip and Dale. Macintosh. Just okay.
Okay, go ahead.
this.
Actually,
Did you know that when you sat down on your seats, there was a tiny little pinprick that contained the sapple from an Amazonian frog? Blah, 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 blah. This is why I need writers. I'm just a little bit smarter than Pinky in real life.
but one of the things you could have truncated that question by saying domination, because you don't know a lot about Morris's private life. So his plans for domination are about 9:45.
And yes?
Now then, yes, ma'am. You
Second
yes.
AM.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sit down, for God's sake. What's your question?
I've been thinking for years, what are the Animaniacs?
We're cute.
I wrote a song about that.
Yeah. And that's a great question. You know, in that song, Randy wrote about what are we? Maybe we're dogs, maybe we're cats, maybe we're kind of gerbils or whatever. And ultimately, it says what we are, dear doctor, is cute. So that's kind of up to you to decide. I think sometimes we call them the puppy children.
The puppy children?
Yeah, I think so.
Puppy boy!
Yes, oh yeah. You guys have been just so delightful to come out and spend your time and your money with us. We are so flattered that you've embraced us for 20 plus years, or in your case, maybe 5, 6-ish, 7-ish, 4-ish. But thank you.
You owe us 20 years of watching, so.
We are so utterly grateful. The fact that we have this reboot coming is going to be great no matter what. Do not bet against Mr. Spielberg. It's going to be great.
Whatever he does, it will be terrific. It will be the animated.
We have wonderful friends here.
that you need.
My friend Karina is here, and the Santoyo family. Chico, where are you? Are you here? There you are, buddy. This is my cousin's son. Nice to see you, Chico. Sorry to see you outside. But it is such a joy to be here with friends and family. And the truth is that we're all kind of friends anyway. We just didn't know it till tonight. So thank you very much. And that was pretty good, wasn't it? Pretty good.
And thank you for tweeting.
Thank you for coming. Happy New Year.
Tweet us, follow